Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I wanted to talk about a new feature available for PDFSnake users called masking tape. Masking tape will allow you to take certain areas of your PDF file and cover them up so that you can either apply an overlay or additional text on top of that while still having the added ability to perform full imposition work. So my first example here is a PDF that I had previously done. Let's say this is a repeat job and I need to change some of the information down here in the slug area. So with a 2-page PDF file, I can just simply open this in Acrobat. I can click on my Edit Object tool in my print production area. I can click on that, delete it out, and now I have a clean slate to put new slug information down there, a new job number or something else. Simple, easy, but this is only a 2-page PDF. What if I had, a 100-page book or 200-page book that I need to do this for? Obviously, it would be very time-consuming, very tedious. I don't want to do that. So what I can do is use the new feature available for PDFSnake users. And let me go ahead and grab that same file here. So you can see here my slug information shows up. And if I scroll down on the left here, I have a new module available to me called masking tape. And I'll just go back to my default setting here. And you can see it says drag on the page to draw a rectangle. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in here above that slug information, and I'll simply just draw a rectangle around that area. And you'll notice that instantly it just disappears. And basically what is happening is there is a box being drawn on top of it that will kind of act like, deleting it out. So I can actually change the color to illustrate that it is a box here. So you can see I've changed it to 50% cyan. And I can move the position around if I wanted to. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and put it back to 0 because I want to cover this so that I can put new slug information on top of it. And I can also choose a page range. So right now I have it set to page 1. I can change that to all pages, and it'll make that same, put that same little white box on all the pages in my PDF file. From there, I can go ahead and click Add Step. I can put a new footer here, and let's say I'll change the job number to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there I have my new job number to associate with whatever my job ticket is when I send this off to press. All I have to do from there is download this and then send it over to the printer and go ahead and print my file, and everything matches up. So a very simple way to go ahead and cover up a small part of your PDF if you wanted to do something like change out a slug. My second example here has a data merge already applied to this. So let's say this is a 5x7 card. We're going to go ahead and we've done our mail merge. We're going to go ahead and mail this out with the post office. So you can see here I have a Postal Indicia. There's a person's name, their address. This is 1,000-page PDF file. On the second page, I just have some jargon here about the company. And as I scroll through, you can see that the names are changing so that it indeed has already been set up with variable data. However, I realized at the last moment that my Postal Indicia is not correct, and that needs to be fixed. And let's say, for instance, that the customer has supplied this file to me. There's no way for me to make changes in the original program. I would have to either edit this by deleting that Indicia out one by one, which is going to be very, very tedious because there's 500 pages of it. Or I would have to do something like take this and drop it into InDesign using a script like a multi-page import or something like that, and then create a new parent page and put a block on top of it, and then put in the new Indicia. So very time consuming. I could do it with InDesign, but let's say for instance that I try to do it and it's just so many pages that it just takes forever to import all those pages, or it just totally clogs the RAM on the computer, slows everything down, and I just can't do it that way. Well, using PDFSnake, I can go ahead and drop in my PDF file here. I can go down to my masking tape, and let me go ahead and reset this again. And I'll simply draw out a box on top of that Postal Indicia. Now, I only want to apply this to odd number pages because if I do this for like all pages, for instance, this is going to cover up the area here on the second page, which I don't want. I only want to apply this to odd number pages. And the nice thing about PDFSnake is it allows you to do things like this where you can select the page range. So I can either choose page 1, page 2, I can choose page 1 to 10, or I can do all pages, odd number pages, even number pages, etc., right? So from there, I've chosen odd, and I've covered up my original Indicia here, and now I have a blank slate. And in my folder here, I have a fixed Indicia here. So this is the proper Indicia that we need to use for this mailing. And so back in PDFSnake, all I have to do is click Add Step. I'm going to use the overlay feature here, and I'll go ahead and put this back to the default here. I'm going to choose my file here, which is my fixed Indicia PDF file. And I want to choose not all pages, because this would obviously put it on the even pages here, which I don't want. I do want to repeat this, so I want this to happen over and over and over again. So if I click repeat, you can see right away it's going to apply this to every page of my PDF. And I don't want that, so I'm only going to choose odd number pages. And now if I go to page 2 or page 4, it doesn't apply that. It's only applying it to 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. And from this point forward, I can go ahead and proceed with creating my imposition just like normal. I'll go ahead and put this on a 12 by 18 size page. This is going to be double-sided. I'm going to do a stack cut. I don't want to repeat the pages, so it's only going to be one. It's a 2 by 2 column set. Put in my gutters, put in my crop marks, I'll pull the information, bleed information from the document, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and change that footer there and give it a new job number. So I'll say 1, 5, 6, 5, or 7, 8. And I have my new slug information here. I'm ready to go ahead and download this and send it off to press. And you can see here I have my Indicia, my new Indicia in the corner here. I'm only affecting the odd number pages, so I don't have to worry about it covering anything up on the backside. And this has been applied to all pages of my PDF file. When I download this and I open this up in Acrobat, you can see I have a 250 page PDF file now because this has been put up on a 12 by 18 size sheet. My imposition is ready to go, and I can go ahead and send this off to be printed. So a very, very useful feature now. I could see doing things where maybe you needed to extend certain parts out. Let's say you wanted to cover this whole thing up here, this about us. So let me go back here to, let me delete this other parts here. Let's say you wanted to cover up this whole information here. You could simply create a new masking tape effect here. I can cover this up, and if you know what the CMYK output is of this part here, so let's go ahead and look here in our PDF file. So this is come on now, this is 0, 12, 67. So I can come in here and I can go 0, 12, and 67, and we're going to apply this to all even pages. And we're going to, oh, I did it to the wrong one, sorry. This should have been for the second one, not the first one. So 0, 12, 67, and then we're going to apply this to all even pages. This goes back to all odd pages. And so there I covered up my text box, and from there I can either put new text, or maybe I just wanted to cover up some information that wasn't really relevant anymore. And this has been applied to all pages of my PDF file. So a very useful little new feature, simple, easy, nice little fix-up that you can apply to a PDF. And like I said, since PDFSnake allows you to put modules in there to do different things, you can still perform imposition functions. You can still do things like rotate and move things around. A very, very powerful program. If you haven't watched my full review video, I highly suggest you check it out. It's a very cheap Imposition program. It only costs around $13 a month. So for those of us who are in the mid-level, Prepress workers who maybe can't afford a super expensive Imposition suite like something like Printect or something like that, Codec Preps, you can go ahead and you could use something like this to do a lot of Imposition work and do a lot of fix-ups to PDF files on the cheap. Thanks for watching, folks. If you have any questions, please post those down below. I always appreciate the comments. Try to answer every single one if I can. If you have ideas for future videos, please suggest those. If you want to support the channel a little bit further, always hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to, go ahead and check out my Patreon page. I'll leave links down in the description below. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope this helps somebody out. Appreciate the view. Take care. I'll catch you on the next one.